I'm joined by Margate Manager Ben Greenhalgh after Margate's 2-2 draw on Boxing Day at home to fierce rivals Ramsgate. Ben, how would you start that game?
I think it was what everyone expected. It was an entertaining game. It was two very good teams going at each other. We didn't want to sit off, they didn't want to sit off us. So I think we came out, were really lively, should have scored goals in the first 10-15 minutes. And don't get me wrong, this is a slight issue of our game. We played on Saturday and it was probably the complete opposite. We started really well with 20 minutes and the game fizzled out. So that was slightly frustrating not to score in their moments, because we had a lot of brilliant chances and put them on good areas, and they were quite expansive and we were breaking them down and we were winning the ball off them and looking lively. I think they then dominated the first half for the final 20 minutes. And what's most frustrating with us, and don't get me wrong, maybe it's where they have a little bit more quality than other teams we've been playing against, we sort of went into that moment that we've been in a lot of games where we look like we're going to see it out, defend really well, and then suddenly it's just one moment where we've switched off and they've scored a goal, which normally is what we do before half time. So we've gone in there, we're disappointed with that, and that slightly inexperienced in the way that we let in that goal and the second goal, the fact that we've come out in the second half, and I think, in my opinion, dominated completely the second half. We looked like we're the only team that's going to score. We still created loads of chances and didn't score a lot of the chances, so there was a lot of positives to take, but the negative again was once we scored, it looked like it was all going to be us, and then we go and let in a set piece. And look, you have to give them a bit of credit with the set pieces. The amount of goals they score from set pieces is big for them. They're a big team, and I think that's something we want to be better at. And it was a big positive for us to have Knighty and Harry both winning headers for the first goal. And we put in a lot of other sort of corners where we probably would like to do more. I think their cross from the corner is they've just hung it up, but they've got boys that I think sort of Billy Monday and things that are desperate to win the ball, and then they have won the ball, and that first contact makes a difference in non-league. But we kicked on from there, and if anything, I thought we were going to be the team to go on and win it. So there's lots of positives. We're still unbeaten at home. I think we'd still say in a league season, are we quite there to get 3 points every game? Maybe not, but we know 1-1 with whoever we're going to play, we've got the chance of beating them.
It was a sort of historical fixture today, given that both Margate and Ramsgate are both fighting for the league title, or at least playoffs in the same division. Did you have to manage the boys differently prior to the game because of the occasion that was today?
Yeah, and I think, look, I've gone in there after the game and I've been slightly critical, because I think there's a few players who have been putting in really strong performances weren't quite at it today, and look, that happens in derby games and that happens in big games with 2,500 fans. But I said in an interview before with Josh that I think that there's a big positive for this to take as we get to the end of the season. You don't get many opportunities to play in games like this throughout the season. So when we get to the end, whether that is playoffs or whether we are pushing towards the top, we're going to have sort of the mentality of knowing we've been in these big games and what to do in these big games. And players that have now played in them and maybe not had the best of performances that they normally would, they can then improve from there and help progress.
Yeah, like you say, there were a few players that didn't quite live up to 100% of their potential today, but we did get the point in the end with the late goal from, I think it was Louis Atkins, but I think that's up for debate at the moment. Are you proud of the boys because we've dug in and you know got that point and remained unbeaten?
Yeah, I think what we needed to be a bit better at today, and maybe that was the occasion and things, was that little bit of quality around the area. And Max Walsh came on and probably gave us that, and that's why he's created or scored that goal. We haven't found out yet. But we had a lot of moments around the edge of the area which we'd hope to do more. Maybe you took the first 15 minutes, we want that little bit more creativity and quality to score those chances. So I think they're the little things that hopefully we learn from, and next occasion we get where it is something like this, and whether it's playing them again, playing Sittingbourne, or hopefully within the playoffs at the end of the season, is to be looking at it and going, right, I've missed these chances, I wasn't quite at it this game, is make sure I'm at it for the next game. And it's a brilliant opportunity for the boys. We're a very young team, we have a lot of young players sort of around the 21-22 mark, so it's a learning curve for them, and it's good to be able to learn and progress as a new team and still get a point out of it. I think if you look at from a Ramsgate perspective, a lot of them have been together a while. They had one or two, but they've got their system, they've been doing it for 3-4 years now. They've obviously been up there for 3-4 years, whereas this is new to us and we're a new group, and I don't think it showed today. I think if we're being honest, the second half we looked like we were going to be the team to win the game.
It's always a hectic period, the Christmas period in the football calendar, and we've got a quick turnaround now. Just 48 hours till we go away to East Grinstead back in the league. Another chance for 3 points, maybe?
It is, yeah. Look, our away form's been brilliant as well. We've got a different sort of strategy when we go away, and we've been very effective with it. So we're going to get together. We've done a bit of research in East Grinstead, but we're going to find out even more with someone watching them today. So we're going to make sure we give the boys enough detail, but I think the most important thing is recover. It's difficult, the football period, especially in non-league, because you want players to go and enjoy their Christmas and be with family and things, but at the same time they've got to look after themselves to make sure they're right. And 2-day turnarounds, I think is too much. I don't know why you can't make it a 3-day. Everyone's off at this time of year, just play on a Sunday or something like that. But we have to look after ourselves, and everyone's in the same boat. So that's the one thing I don't mind. I look forward to these festive periods because everyone plays a lot of football. I don't think it's fair when teams manage to have Boxing Day off, which there are a couple, Beckenham and Erith, but it is what it is, and we need to go there. East Grinstead have played today, we played today, so we're just going to have to make sure we're at it.
Perfect. Cheers, and well done.
Cheers, guys.